To start with, the stages involved in target costing, if we are using the target costing system, what are the different steps that we need to follow? To start with, first is approval of top management. This is the very basic step. This is the first step. If we are going to use the target costing system, firstly we will be taking an approval of the top management, that are they ready to opt this system so that they can support you in the researches. If you are going to set a target market price, you need to have the support of the top management. So at first we will be taking the approval of top management. Once you have taken the approval of top management, the next thing is conducting market research. To set the market price, we need to see the market scenario, that what are the existing customer needs who are in the competitive firms, what is the price to be set according to the present complementary substitute goods. So we will be conducting a market research. Next, establish a market driven target price. According to the market research, once we have come to know about the different customer needs, the competitors, their prices, their products, now according to that we will be setting out our target price. We will set out the price of our product, that is the target price. Next is establish profit margin. These are the target profit that we want to achieve. So the next step is to set the target profit. Once you are done with it, you have set your target profit. Next is determine the product target cost. As we know, the process of setting the target cost includes target market price minus target profits. We had set the target price, we had set the target profit. So deducting the target profit from the target price will get our target cost. Next is estimate the current manufacturing cost. We'll see that what is the actual cost, current manufacturing cost, that is to be incurred if we will be producing that thing. So here we'll come to know about the current manufacturing cost. Next is estimate cost reduction target. This is the target cost that we need to achieve. This is the actual cost that we are actually incurring. So the difference between these will be the estimate cost reduction. Suppose our target cost comes to be 100 per unit, but current manufacturing cost is 110 per unit. So estimated cost reduction target, here our reduction target will be rupees 10. So here we will be making out the estimate that how much cost we need to reduce. After that, next is use tools to reduce cost. There are different tools that can be used to reduce the cost, like emphasize the reduction of cost during the planning and designing stage. Firstly, because we start our production with planning, firstly a plan is made. So we will make out a plan in such a way so that we can achieve the target cost. And if we are having the cost reduction target, there are some differences in the actual cost and the target cost. We'll go through our planning once again. Next, focus on eliminating non-value added costs. There are different activities that are bifurcated into value added or non-value added. So we should try to eliminate the non-value added activities. Those activities that are not that much required should be eliminated. Next, focus on methods of improving manufacturing efficiency. We should try on increasing our efficiency so that we can reduce the wastage and increase our benefits. Focus on reducing direct cost, because 50 to 70% of the cost is related to our material, direct prime cost. So our focus should be on reducing the prime cost at first. Next, focus on reducing indirect cost. Similarly, we should make out efforts to reduce the indirect cost associated with the product. After that, we have use cost engineering techniques like just-in-time, total quality control, materials requirement planning, value engineering. All the different methods, different techniques of cost engineering should be used so that we can reduce our cost. And the last step is produce product if the target cost is met. Once you are done with the cost reduction, you have become successful in that, then we should start our production process. Here, produce product if the target cost is met. If it is not met, we'll go through the same procedure again. We'll be making out our plans, we'll revising out our plans, we'll be making out efforts so that our total cost should be equal to our target cost. And once it is met, we'll start with our production process. So this is the whole procedure of target costing when we are using target costing method in our companies for any of the product. These 9 steps we need to follow. Next, we are having advantages of the system. What are the advantages of using target costing? In advanced planning, we can make out the plans accordingly. It's a market driven process. We can eliminate the non-value added activities. We can select the lowest cost value added activities. We are having different alternatives. From that alternatives, we'll choose the one that cost us the minimum. We can bring out new changes, we can bring innovative techniques. It's a proactive approach. You are proactive in this thing because you are going to incur a target cost only. You already know that we are going to achieve this much profit. So this is a proactive approach. Customer needs and affordability is to be undertaken. Competitive advantage. It gives you a competitive advantage because you are setting a market price after a market research, and you'll try to set such a product price that your competitor's price can't compete it. So it gives you a competitive advantage. You can make out a quality product. It increases your profitability. It brings team spirit because all the team members, all the persons from the different departments come together. It reduces the product development cycle. The time required in the development and introduction of the new product is minimum in this stage. Real cost reduction. Here the cost is actually reduced. It is not reduced in papers only. It is actually reduced. In the traditional method, once all the costs have been spent, then we come to know that this is the excess cost, how we'll be reducing it. We make out such planning that in the coming future we'll be reducing the cost. But here real cost reduction is done because at present you can reduce the cost. So this is real cost reduction technique. These are some of the advantages of target costing.